You are your greatest enemy. And I'm sure you've noticed that by now. It is you and not anyone else that kills your greatest ambitions. It is your own voice in your head that tells you you're not good enough. It's like you're driving a car and you're maxing out both on the accelerator and the brake. Now you can work harder, hustle, and max out on the accelerator, but imagine what would happen if you were to let go of the brakes. For me, everything changed with these two books. So in this video, I'll share how I overcame this mental critique and became my own greatest friend. The concept and practice that helped me the most to overcome this was self-compassion. Now, before you click off this video, allow me to explain how compassion is not just a mushy-gushy feeling, but rather there's rock-hard science to back it up. So for me, I was the person who was the most critical of my own actions or inaction. Every mistake or every setback was met with the inner voice telling me that I'm not good enough, I'm stupid, you won't ever make it, things like these. And I think that roots back to the kind of parenting you received. So, here in Asia, and especially in India, parents are not the most encouraging. So, for instance, if you come back home with a 98 on a test, you'll be not congratulated for the 98 marks, but you'll be asked, where did the 2 marks go? Not that I ever got 98 marks. There's this fascinating study done on students somewhere in Canada in which students who procrastinated on the first exam and forgave themselves for procrastinating were much less likely to procrastinate on the final exam versus the students who procrastinated but were harsh and critical on themselves. Think back to a period when you're going through a tough time and you received warmth, encouragement, support, kindness from someone. Maybe it was a teacher, a family member, anyone. I'm sure that felt nice and you were better off because of that. Now think back to another time where you were stressed out and instead of kindness, you were faced with criticism and judgment. Was that discouraging and disempowering? And that's the power of compassion and kindness. When times are tough, it provides you with support and it gives you the will to go on versus criticism that just discourages you and makes you give up most of the time. Now imagine the effect of this lack of support and criticism being present for you every second for the rest of your life. And this is what a self critical mind will do for you. Now try to fathom how much better, happier, calmer, and productive you would be if there's a kind and encouraging voice in your head there for you 24/7. And trust me, it's not impossible. You can become your greatest friend, supporter, and build that up like a muscle in the gym. Let's do this fun exercise. I want you to close your eyes right now. Imagine something that you love eating and indulging in. For me, it's peri peri fries from McD. Now keep your eyes closed and imagine that the thing is in front of you. Notice its textures, how it smells, the aroma, how it feels. Just take it in. Now feel free to open your eyes. Now I'm pretty sure you started to salivate and had the urge to indulge in that thing right now. This is the power of your mind and imagination. Your body literally had the response which it would have if the peri peri fries were in front of you. We all know that life is challenging and that you can benefit from some compassion and kindness from people. So when a baby is in distress, it feels calm when its parent comes and comforts it. Similarly, affection and kindness helps adults calm down too. But the truth is, more often than not, we don't have someone in our lives to give us warmth and compassion in tough times. But similar to the exercise that we just did with the fries, we can think and imagine ourselves to receiving the warmth, kindness, and love that we truly deserve and calm our inner critics down at will. There are dozens and dozens of exercise in this book, and if you want to explore this topic more, I highly suggest you read this. But the one that I used and was extremely helpful for me was building up a compassionate image. It helped me build compassion when I had none of it whatsoever for myself. A compassionate image is someone or something that you can bring to your mind in times of distress or when you notice yourself being too self critical. It can be a tree, a person, the ocean, anything really. But it must have specific four qualities that I'll be getting into. So whenever I fucked up or messed up something and I found myself being self-critical, I would bring that compassionate image to mind to receive warmth and kindness. I also do this when I'm facing some strong or difficult emotions and I need encouragement and support. And that genuinely helps a lot. There's a lot of research that shows that just bringing a compassionate image to your mind can increase even your immune system. Here's exactly how you can build a compassionate image too. Sit down with the pen and paper and answer these questions. And if you're genuinely serious about this and you think that you would benefit from compassion, I highly suggest that you grab a pen and paper right now and do this instead of postponing it to a later time. What do you want your compassionate image to look like? Are they old or young, male or female? They are human or a non-human? They can be anything so long as they have these four core qualities: wisdom and understanding of human struggles, strength to protect and defend, warmth and kindness, absolutely non-judgmental. For me, it was Robin Williams from Good Will Hunting. Once you've answered the above questions, let's make your imagination more detailed. What visual qualities does your compassionate image have? Go ahead and imagine what makes you feel the most warmth and kindness from the image before writing it down. Are they smiling? How do they sound? Is their voice soft and caring? Or is it loud and beaming? How are you and your compassionate image relating to each other? So for me, it was Robin Williams rubbing my back and telling me in a soft voice, it's okay to feel this and you're doing great. Like I said earlier, life is challenging and we face a lot of stress and anxiety daily. And having a compassionate image to support you genuinely helps a lot. But what combines beautifully with that is this new mindset towards stress that helps you gain power from it. I talk about it in this video. So if you'd like to master stress, you can click here. If you come back home with 98 marks on your exam, okay, you can do this. You're doing great.